Hello, hello. Steve the Canadian Sasquatch coming at you here. It's Happy Homebrew Wednesday. We are going to get cracking here with my ginger beer. One of my last ones. I'm running out of homebrew. It's rather sad. Still smells a lot like ginger. And this one is over carbonated, so I got to pour real slow. There we are. It's does have chill haze, but I know how to fix that now with some gelatin, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. But so, cheers, everybody. That's very good, very very tasty. So, got my first ever beer mail this week from none other than the king of beer mail himself. You'll probably recognize the label. That's right, I got beer mail from Kevin Clements from Clements Home Brewing, or Too Far Gone Brewing Company. So yeah, he sent me over his Spicy Man Chocolate Stout. So that's very much looking forward to trying that. And then the other one he sent over was something that I've been wanting to try pretty much ever since I started getting into craft beers at all. I heard about this one and I was like, oh, that's got to be one for me to try. And until this year, it never came to Texas, and because it was the first year in Texas, there was lines for it everywhere. And so, yeah, needless to say, I never got one, but thanks to Kevin, I finally get to try The Abyss by Deschutes. I am so excited to try this. And it does have a best after date, so I will be holding on to this guy until at least middle of August of this year, maybe even a bit longer, because I do know that these guys age very, very well. So yeah, very, very excited to try these two beers. Thank you very much, Kevin. So what else is going on? I've got not too much lately. Just been busy with life other than brewing for a little bit here, much to the excitement of my beautiful bride. It was a little crazy there at the beginning of the year, and so she was a little touch and go on that. But things are mellowing out, and we're getting there. So my next brew day will be middle of May, and I will actually be doing a 10-gallon batch of the chocolate braggot that I am doing for the SJ Pour Challenge. So I've got that bubbling away. Well, I guess it's not bubbling away, just it's aging away. Last week I racked it off the cocoa nibs and vanilla beans, and now it's just chilling out, aging. I will be bottling that second weekend of May. So it still has a bit more time to age and stuff, and it will be something that can be aged. So hopefully it's as good fresh as it is like 5 years down the road when it probably would be peaking. So anyway, so I'm going to be doing a 10-gallon batch of that with the recipe tweaked a little bit, because I'm brewing it up for a very good friend for her wedding. So yeah, I'll be doing a 10-gallon batch and getting that up and going. I'm figuring I'll probably do a double brew day, because since I won't be able to drink that, I need something else to brew that I'll drink, because I'm real low on my home brews. I mean, this was my second to last bottle of the ginger beer. I'm out of stouts. I have a little bit of my white stout left, some pale ales, but yeah, it's getting way down there in in the home brews. I do have some put away for beer mails. If anybody wants to trade some home brews, let me know, and I've got a couple that I can pass around. So this weekend did a bit of maintenance on the white Merlot that the beautiful bride and I are doing. Basically adding in the potassium sorbet and potassium metabisulfite and some isinglass and F-Pack, which was just some kind of concentrated grape juice to sweeten it back up and give it some more red color. So yeah, it's in there for another week, and then rack it again, and then after that it's another 14 days and then a bottle. So essentially got 3 weeks to come up with 30 bottles. So that should be fun trying to do that. What else do I have going on? So going back to the braggots, a little pro tip for all the mazers out there, the people that make mead. Go to your farmers markets and see if they have somebody there selling honey locally. Buy honey from them. Support your local apiaries, and after you have something produced, made with their honey, take them a bottle or two. I did this past weekend, and the honey that I buy is normally $60 a gallon, and I needed 2 gallons, and she didn't have 2 1-gallon jugs, so I got 3 half-gallons and 2 24 ounces, so it actually works out to being a little bit more than 2 gallons, but instead of $60 a gallon, she could charge me $50 for all of it, because she was so blown away by the fact that I took her some of the mead that I've made with her honey. So I took her my orange spice mead, I took her my sparkling grapefruit, and I took her one of my blood oranges as well, from that I made last year. So yeah, just do business locally and give back to them, and they give back, and everybody becomes happy and friends, and it's a happier planet through brewing. Can't go wrong there. So I'm getting a little dry here. Cheers. So speaking about honey and mead and such, we are up to 7 people in the mead challenge. So there's 3 slots left. Just hit me up, PM me, or leave a comment down below. Right now we got time for another one down in New Zealand, Grant Baker down in New Zealand, the Welsh brewer over in the UK. We got Zippy from the Berserker Brewery over there in the UK, and then Uncle Jonah over there in the UK as well. And then we have a Lermo 22 over here in the US, and myself over here in the US. So we got 3 more spots. So come on, people. 3 more spots. Can easily feel it. Even if you've never made a mead before, it's really not that hard. The hard part is the patience, and well, this challenge kind of forces that, since you're not really supposed to be drinking it for a year anyways. So sign up. Just let me know. It'll be a lot of fun. So yeah. So we got that going on. Can't wait for to see what everybody comes up with all that. Should be really, really good. Got some good mazers in there with Grant and Lermo and Zippy. So should definitely be good. So what else? This past Sunday was my last class for the BJCP training program. We didn't do any judging. It was all just drinking the style, which was Belgium's, and there is a lot of Belgium style beers, and we went through a whole lot of them. I lost count after about 10, and we were only about halfway through the class at that point, and we had the singles, the doubles, the triples, the quads. We had sours and bread only, and just there was a whole lot of them. So it was interesting. There was my it's very well documented that I'm not a sour beer person, but there was a couple that not bad. It's like I couldn't drink much of it, but I could drink them. The Grand Cru Rodenbach, Flanders Red, that one was pretty much the only one that sticks out as being one that I could actually tolerate. It tasted a lot like malt vinegar, so I just really wanted some fish and chips. And I figured I could drink half a pint of that if I had some fish and chips to go with it. Outside of that, yeah, not so much for the rest of the sours. So, but yeah, it was a really good class. Unfortunately, I missed 3 of them, but he's putting it back on in June. And so I'm hoping to sign up again and run through the whole thing again, because I did learn a lot about flavors and aromas and all that stuff going through the class, and it was just an amazing class that I think everybody should take if you're into homebrewing. Don't have to be judging or anything, just because you learn so much about how the flavors interact and what causes the off flavors and such, and how to get rid of them and such. So it was just a very, very good class. So that was that. This year's Blood Orange Mead video stuff is probably the last video that was posted. That's probably going to be the last one, because I just haven't had time to go back and edit the videos, and right now it's still sitting in a bucket over here, which has me a little bit worried because it's using a yeast that really shouldn't be sitting on the lees for a long time. So I'm gonna sometime this week I'm just gonna rack it into a carboy as is. I'm not gonna. I know it needs to be sweetened some more, but I'm just gonna leave it as is and just see how it goes from there, and hopefully it'll be all right. I'll rack it onto orange zest that I saved from the blood oranges, so I do get the orange flavor that's been missing this whole time as well. But yeah, so not too much else going on there. Yeah. What we'll do now is I will take you out to show you what else I've been doing, aside from the brew stuff that I'm not really doing right now. So, poof. So yeah, so the other thing I've been doing is trying to be doing a little bit of gardening. So here we have some of my, these are all jalapenos, ghost chilies, and they're all doing quite nicely. A thing of mixed lettuces, a tray of, these were tomatoes, these are tomatillos, and they seem to be the tomatillos are doing good. The tomatoes I left in the little greenhouse thing way too long, so they got really tall and skinny and kind of just died off quickly. And then, so the other thing we got going on is this guy, which is our garden. So it's just a kiddie pool. And on the outside here, you can see we got more random lettuce. And then there's a tomato plant that I planted. There is a dead tomato plant. And then these guys are just tomato seeds. And then there's tomatillo plants. These guys here by the sticks. And then more jalapenos. So yeah, so that's my little gardening that we've been doing. And then in this one here is pumpkins and cantaloupes. And they're not doing anything yet. They probably still have another week before they actually start popping up. hopefully. And then this one here is a blood orange tree that when I got it last year, I guess it was about 14 months ago I got it. It was just covered in blossoms and had produced all kinds of little oranges up to about the size of a marble. And then most of them died off or were stolen by some kind of vermin, except for one. And that one stayed around and grew to a good size. Started ripening, becoming a nice blood orange color on the outside, and about a week before I was going to pick it, some vermin came in and took it. I looked around the yard for it and didn't see it, and then about a week later we found it in the yard and it was eaten, and it was a gorgeous color inside, unfortunately. So yeah, so that's that one. This guy here is pineapple. I grew this from just taking a pineapple and slicing off the top of it and sticking that right into some dirt, and it's grown up to this guy. He's not looking all too good these days because the multiple freezings that we had here kind of killed it off. I didn't really look after it too well for that. And then this one here is chocolate mint. So it smells and tastes like those after 8 mints that you can get in the store. Tastes just like that. So yeah, so that's the garden. And I didn't bring my beverage out here, but that's all I got. So happy Homebrew Wednesday to everybody out there, and hope you guys all have a great week and try and stay out of trouble, and be sure to have a pint of awesome, because I know I will. Cheers.